But yeah, no, I'm sorry if it's loud and obnoxious. Potential volume warning. I have not had a chance to augment the game's volume yet. Am I low? Oh, there we go. Oh. Up. There we go. Does it not change the volume until I... Okay, I guess it doesn't actually change the volume until I confirm the settings. Why is it so loud? Oh my god. Like, just the standard drone of the background noise is omnipresent. Like, hang out. Let's go to 25. Alright, that looks good. But thank you guys. Welcome to Library of Ruina. This game was gifted to me. And it looked cool. So I figured I was jonesing for something different. Figured I'd give it a shot. So I go out to the street, my hands in my pockets. Scene 1, Canard. You beat DDS No Demonless off screen while doing SMT 5 Demonless Minecraft 6, RE6 and more. Robin is goated. When you put it like that, maybe I'm not surprised I needed a break.
아직 이곳을 나갈 수는 없어.
Still cannot leave this place.
끝까지 나는 자유롭지 못하네.
But yeah, no, Digital Devil Saga is basically done. Just needs, like, some finishing touches on it. In terms of the gameplay, rather. Almost done.
분수에 맞지 않는 꿈을
I am not allowed to have a dream that is beyond my means. Is there not an English dub for this? The purple tear. Can't believe this is how she handled it. What the hell happened? It's all the smoke. It's Korean? Oh, alright. Naotis. Thank you, Jeff. That's what. Oh, she's over there.
한 번만 말할게.
Who are you? Hello.
난
I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point. Well, somehow you've managed to fuck your own self up.
그러니까 괜히 말
Don't try to get wordy. Just answer my questions. Oh, so it's okay for you?
물론 질문도 하지 마.
You don't get to question me. Fine, bitch.
넌 어디서?
Where did you come from? How did you enter this place and for what purpose?
이곳에 어떻게 들어왔지?
Look at him. He's like, oh my god, I am getting questioned like it's an interview.
뭐야? 넌 누군데?
Well, who are you to? Oh, I'm getting nauseous. Oh, I'm dying.
난 경고했고.
I warned you and you crossed the line. Let me try again.
넌 어디서?
Where did you come from? How did you get here? And why are you here? I was walking around and ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. There blood's gushing on my leg. I wasn't trying to trespass. I didn't even know where this is. I woke up around 1 p.m. started walking around the streets of District 13. Since I was just out and about, I figured I'd go wherever I wanted. So I decided to drop by Ham Pang Pang of the weekly special sandwich. Can I turn off the subs? Can I turn off the voice? Yes, I can. I'm just gonna mute the voice. Nah, I guess it's nice to know the voices. Like the intended voiceover. Anyway, I had bills to pay. Got no jobs. Had to make a living somehow as a one-man Jesus! Dude, she was talking!
너무 길게 말했어.
You dragged on too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next.
왼쪽 다리야. 목적도 없고.
You have no purpose. You don't.
넌 누구지?
Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place, and who are you? Thank you, Zev. Come on, taking 2 limbs at once is cheating.
질문은 내가 해.
I'm the one asking questions. Your name? Roland.
좋아.
Good.
이곳은
Go to the
도서관이야.
library.
그리고
You have to
아직
serve any
손님을
guests,
받기
but you
전이지.
somehow appeared out of nowhere.
이곳에 초대받지
Took
않은
me quite a bit of
손님은
effort
절대
designing
들어올 수
this
없도록
library to ensure that
설계한다.
no uninvited
많은
guests could
수고가
enter, you
들었는데
see.
Stop! He's already dead.
Yeah, no, like, how is he not bleeding out? I feel like this man should just be super dead. These limbs are all I had. I don't have any cash or mortgages to get new ones. Oh, can you buy limbs in this game?
기절했군.
And he's gone. He's
일어나.
faded. Oh, wow, you put on better outfit. Girls in suits. My legs. My arms.
뭐야?
Wait, they're all intact
멀쩡하게
again?
붙어있잖아.
이걸로 다시 팔을 휘두르고
Should be able to
걸을
swing
수
your arms
있을
and
거야.
walk again. Is that a guy or a girl?
전에 몸보다 더 쓰기
I made a few
편하도록 몇
readjustments to
가지
your body to make it a
재구성을
bit easier to
해두었어.
use.
네가 무단 침입을
Well, you
하긴
did trespass on
했지만
my library. I
내가
took your
일방적으로
limbs away without your
앗아갔으니
consent, so I'm
그에
giving you
대한
these as an
사과의 표시야.
apology.
난 인내심이 많고
I'm patient and
자상하거든.
generous, you see. I chopped your limbs off, but only because you were rude. From my professional experience, a girl. They look like a girl.
이걸 고맙다고 해야 하는 거야?
Patient my ass. Am I supposed to be thankful?
그리고 그 뭐냐?
Your warning isn't in effect anymore, right?
그래.
Nope, not
네가
anymore.
기절해 있는
I had a few
동안
thoughts when you were
나도
knocked
몇
out.
가지 결론은 이거야.
And here's my conclusion.
너는
You'll help me.
이곳에서
뭐?
Do syndicates these days just
조직에서는
kidnap
이런
people, these
식으로도
two?
납치를 하는
Two?
건가?
Or is this one of the
아니면
wings?
이것은 특이점 연구실험
I heard
대상자들을
rumors they abduct
여기저기서
test subjects from
납치한다고
here and
하는데
there for singularity research.
내가 아는 사람도 그런
An
실험에
acquaintance of
피해를
mine
처음
apparently
넘어가게
began
됐다고.
jumping between dimensions as this. What the fuck? What's in your pants? Your limbs. My life really is unlucky.
여기는 도서관이야.
This is a library.
어떤
I don't
조직을
know the
말하는지
syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a
적어도
wing at
나에게는
least.
관심 없어.
Doesn't really matter.
모든 거네. 난
In
여기에
case I'm
갇혀서
trapped here and you'll
무언가를
exploit me.
착취당해야.
그래.
Yeah.
너를
I'm letting you live
살려두는
for two
이유는
reasons.
두 가지야. 첫 번째,
Generous as suggestion.
초대받지도 않았는데
How could
이곳에
you enter
들어온
this
것에
place
대한
uninvited?
분석의 이유도 모르고
Sending
너를
you back or
밖으로
neglecting
내보내거나
you without
살리는
knowing
거.
the reason could pose a
도서관에
significant
있어서
threat to the
크나큰
library.
위험 요소. 뭐? 이제는
It's not like you
내
really
허
got my
없이 나갈
permission
수 없는
anymore.
두 번째.
Second, from now on,
난
I'll collect
이제부터
books about the
도시에
city
대한
in search of the
책을
one
얻으면
absolute
단 하나의
book.
이 과정을
And I
도와주면 돼.
want you to help me with this process.
넌 도시에서 살고 있는 인간이니까
Since you're a resident of the
여러
city, I
가지
expect you
도움이
to be
될 거야.
helpful. I knew this would happen to me
언젠가
someday.
이렇게 될 줄 알았어.
People disappear without a trace, only be found as chunks of
뜻에도
flesh
모르게
much
사람들
later.
초심성도 없고
Used to
운도
laugh at
없는
them.
녀석들이라고 비웃었는데
Now I see it has nothing to do with
막상
carelessness
해보니
or
이건
anything.
초심성이고 뭐고
Happens at a moment's notice.
목숨에 대해서는
Don't
걱정하지
be too
마.
concerned about your life. You're not allowed to die here unless I
이곳에서
allow it.
내가 허락하지 않.
참,
Look at her fucking
미치광이
smiling!
연수 같은
Like,
소리였나?
you can't die here unless I'm okay with it.
산채로 옥수수랑 태엽
Oh, I
같은 걸
forgot to
뱃속에
update,
쑤셔넣고
upload
입에서
Sonic
팝콘을 쏟는
Frontiers.
팝콘 기계
I'll do
인간
that after
같은
this
걸
stream.
만들려고?
I have Sonic Frontiers recorded. I just forgot to do it. This game is dark. Oh no. Shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn, spewing popcorn machine men or so. What the fuck? His title changed to Servant.
저 꽝 중에 꽝이구만.
I'd much rather die and be over with it all.
앞으로도 또 그런 개소리를
If you
하면
spout such nonsense one
그 말대로
time,
팝콘
I'll turn you
기계
into a
인간이라는
human
것을
popcorn
만들어줄게.
machine.
난 말 같지도 않은
I've already
소리에
gone
일이
through so many
반응하는
cycles of
돼지거리를
bullshittery.
너무도 오래 반복해왔거든.
I've never seen the word bullshittery used in a game. That's new. Also, how you doing, creator?
죄송합니다.
Sorry, ma'am.
정식으로 인사를 할게.
Let me introduce myself.
내 이름은 엔젤.
My name is Angela.
이
I'm the
도서관의
head librarian and
관장이자
director of this
사장이야.
library. Girl. Got it.
엔젤라.
That's a good name.
좋은 이름이네. 그래서
What am I supposed to do?
도서관에 초대된 손님을 응대해주는
Bullshittery has been added to my vocabulary. Your role is to welcome the guests.
내가 고심해서 작성한
I will carefully determine
초대장으로
what
손님을
guests to
부를
invite and
거고
write an invitation accordingly, and you'll
초대에
entertain them
의해
once they
이곳으로
accept the
오는 손님을
invitation and
접대하는
arrive at the library. Is this a visual novel?
넌 실제로 도시에서 살았고
This is giving me very. This is what I expected to see when I eventually caved and played Valhalla. I've been waiting for the day that I actually felt moved to play Valhalla. I've just not been moved to play Valhalla. Not a full novel, just quite a lot of reading. That's fair. You're going to make Emiya go crazy. Oh no.
뭐
watched Upgrade 9. What's this reception all about? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them? This is like Persona. Thinking Black Butler. I've never seen Black Butler, I'm sorry. Well, why am I making Emiya go insane? Fucking fantastically made game. Seems cool, at least to start. Yeah, I'm interested.
말 그대로 입장한 손님들을 상대해주면
Deal with the
돼.
guests in a
물론
physical matter.
물리적인 도서관이 손님들에게
Library
시련을
presents the
주면
guests with an
그
ordeal and books will
과정에서
open up in
책이
the
펼쳐
process.
시련을 극복한
The guests who
손님은
overcome the
책을 얻을
ordeal will be
자격이
deemed
있는
worthy to
거지.
earn their books.
응대하는 과정에서
There is the
네가
possibility you may
죽더라도
die,
그건 잠시
but it's only temporary. You'll get back on when the library closes.
넌 다시 일어나 이곳에서는
No one here may rest without my
잠들 수
permission.
없습니다.
I like her. She's mean.
너 혹시 해결사한테 무슨
Do you
환상
have
같은
some
거
weird
있어?
fantasies about
그것도
fixes?
구급 해결사한테?
Are you expecting too much about a grade 9? Not as talented as you think.
내가 할 바는 아니지.
That's none of my business. I gave you a manual. Figure it out. Fair enough. I don't think I get the gist of it.
뭔지는 알겠어.
How's this invitation work?
초대장을 펼쳐놓고
Open the invitation, eventually the books wish to serve your guests.
그러면
And next, the
초대장은 자연스럽게
invitation will
전달될
be
거야.
naturally sent to those who need the
준비된 책이
books.
필요한 손님.
Korea knows this shit with media. A lot of Korean media is very good. That's true.
초대장은 도서관과 마찬가지로
Another
많은
carefully
정성을
crafted work
쏟아서
of mine,
빚은
much like the
네, 그래.
library.
나
Think of it as a
순간 같은 거라고
compass. It'd be
생각하니
easier to understand that way.
방향을 알려주는 그 나침반.
Compass, as in the tool that tells directions.
맞아.
That's right.
초대장은
The invitations will guide
내가
me towards
얻고자
the one
하는
book
단
that I
한 권의
need to
책으로
obtain.
인도해줄. 그리고 책에 따라 초대장이
And sometimes that
붉게
invitation
빛날
may turn red according to the books you've registered.
붉은 초대장은
A red invitation
이야기가
means
흐를
it
수
can be sent
있도록
to the
하는
special
손님들을
guests
알려줘.
who will unravel the next part of the story.
붉은 초대장이
Until we
의도하는
register
것과
the books that
어긋나면
match what the red
이곳에서
invitation
멈추게 되는
wants,
거지.
our journey will be halted for a bit. That's Karina. Ooh, yeah, that unfun.
초대장을 받는다고
But there's
그
no
손님이
guarantee
반드시
the guests
온다는
will always
보장은
respond
없잖아.
to the invitation, right?
있어.
Yeah,
그렇게
no,
되어
there is.
있거든.
They're destined to come. Look at she's so fucking smug.
그리고 손님들은
And the guests will accept the
자신의 의지로
invitation of their own
초대장을
will and enter the
도서관
library.
입장.
That's surprisingly polite and
도시치고는
fair for something that
굉장히
takes place in this
점잖고
city.
공정한 방식이네.
I've been on the hide and disco. Ah, yeah.
대부분은 타이에 의해서 동의도 없이
Most of
목숨을
the time,
잃지
people's lives are
말아야지.
taken away by others without any consent or agreement.
아무튼
Oh,
그래서
anyway, once we get the
튜터를
books, what comes
얻으면
next?
도서관은 창대한
Library is a place of
가능성의
limitless
공간이야.
possibilities.
나조차
Even I
아직
cannot
도서관의
fathom the
무한한
infinite space and
공간과
power of
힘을
the
헤아릴
library.
수 없어.
But you made it.
그렇기에
That's
책들을
why I
통해
wish to complete the
도서관을
library
채워가며
by filling
완성할
it with
거야.
books.
그리고
And I will
손에
get in
넣을
my
거야.
hands the one perfect book that will
나와 이
complete me in
도서관을
my library.
완벽한 책이라.
I suppose books
그
are
책도
different from the
보면
ones I know.
내가
Come with.
Open the
Oh.
curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be? Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in the body? Transforming one hand, two hand, three hand, turn around, say like a doggy till I finish my beat. Cut it off, cut out your nose.
Oh no.
It's gonna get you killed. You make robot convenient theories for the puppets on TV. There's comfort in the strings. If you're gonna control me, at least make it interesting theatrically.
This is a weird intro.
There's a hint for me.
Not in a bad way.
I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave.
Well. Apparently shift skips it. I was not trying to skip it. I was trying to reset my model. I didn't. I'm sorry. A reception. I'm sorry. Reception begins by sending an invitation. Pull it up on YouTube. I might pull it up later. Oh, I might see if I can't find it after. Later. Wait, hang on. This is the invitation. I formally invite you to the library. The library's books can provide you with all the wisdom, wealth, and honor and power you seek. An ordeal will await you in the library. If you cannot overcome this ordeal, you will be converted into a book yourself. What the fuck? Angela, this is creepy and disturbing. A reception begins by sending an invitation. It looks like the first video on YouTube where looking up the game's opening is the right one. It's not actually labeled such. Okay. Hang on. So if I mute the game. Hang on. So library of Ruina opening. String theocracy. Got ya. Okay. So I can mute the game. Throw this up here. New Ruina streamer. Yeah, I've never played the game. I've never played the game. So I was gifted it and I am interested. Can I please? Oh, no. I'm an idiot. There we go. Fix that. Alright. Display capture. Let me just... Boom.
Open the curtains, lights on.
Alright, so we were about right here. Hope you enjoy. It takes a little bit to... Yeah, no, I'm interested so far.
Think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Dragging out one line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me strength, hopeful curiosity. You're still happy, answers lie for my discovery. What's the color of the electric shape you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me?
This game is really I'm interested. This game seems really interesting. I'm not like to the actual thing yet. I'm not like to anything actually yet, but like I'm interested. It's also a sequel to Lobotomy Corporation. Oh, okay. Train actually played.
Now everyone knows your secret, Robin. About how you don't actually stream your games but commentate over gameplay uploaded from the YouTube.
Well, that would be very impressive, I would admit. That would be extremely impressive, actually. But, yeah, no, a friend of mine, for those who are on the Discord, it's Train. For those of you not on the Discord, trust me. Once streamed Lobotomy Core. So I have like a basic idea of Lobotomy Core, although I wasn't really paying attention to the plot. I was more or less just watching him handle all the fucking whack-ass SCPs. Once upon a time. Book of something. I got the big pandemic. Ooh. We haven't made that connection yet. Yeah. That is Train. But yeah, no, like, just take the time. Do not fuck around. Do not do anything. Heal up. Provide the set of books to start the episode. The book of something. Okay. So if I add the book of something. Did I do it?
아직 이곳의 끝까지 나는 분수에 맞지
No,
않는
this is
꿈을
what I
품어서
just did. Someday Train will stop by his dream again. True. Train is away right now.
야, 꾸물거리지
Oh.
말고 빨리 담아. 시바이
Pete,
놈들이
the
언제
rat.
올지 몰라.
Hurry up and scrape them up. Those Vigoons will be around any second. I'm doing my best here.
담고 있는 거라고.
And this Train is cool. He's around.
이 자식 몸에 들어있는
Just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The content is weirdly different.
일단 신체계
Pete,
조시수를
my
들어본
beloved.
적도 없는데.
I've never even heard of a body mod that does this.
아무리 봐도 내장
Something's off
상태가
about these
이상해.
organs. They're looking
정말로
really
말이야.
strange. Damn it. What's them getting closer?
깔끔하게
Forget about
잘라
clean
생각하지
cuts. Just
말고
pull them out and take them.
그냥 이대로는 우리
Then our heads are
모가지가
gonna get
떨어질
nicely chopped
테니까.
off of our bodies.
몸속에
How does he have that
이런
kind
게
of stuff in
들어있는
his
거지?
body? Something's off about these organs, right? Look,
뭐든 간에 일단 담아. 시간이
just take them. We're
정말
out of time.
얼추 됐어.
It's about done. Run. That was close.
아슬아슬했어.
간도 크다.
You're a bold one, Pete. Go
시바이
for a
협회
gun
담당
harvest in a
구역에서
territory managed by the Zvi.
우리에게 남은 건 이런
These
일들
are the only
뿐이야.
jobs we have left.
어떻게든
Have to
기회를
climb up by
얻어야
any
돼.
means.
반드시.
Whatever it
내
takes.
꿈 알지?
You know my dream, right? Become one of the fingers of the back
뒷골목의
streets.
손가락 중 하나가 돼. 너같이 꿈 있는 애들은
Rare to see someone with a
요새
dream
드물
these
거다.
days.
우선
Sell
쓸어담은
these
내장을
guts we all
치우자고.
first.
버림받은
Gotta
걔한테 줄
prepare enough cash to offer
상납금부터
stray
마련해야
dogs.
하니까.
그래,
True.
이번 돈이
Be a chance to join an
그
urban
조직
legend
밑으로
class
들어갈
syndicate.
기회를 마련해줄
So
거야.
syndicates are like gangs, I'm assuming? Like, what I'm getting is syndicates are like basically like, big street gang notoriety level shit.
자, 한번 수학 성과.
Is this a joke? You sure you
Boy,
scraped up the right
장난해?
stuff?
그래서 말했잖아.
I told you. This guy didn't have a single proper organ inside of him.
나 무슨
But the inner soaked in drugs like enkephalin or worse.
이건 이미 누가
He's
여기저기
damaged too
터뜨린
badly.
수준이잖아.
Like somebody already blew him up.
우린 분명
Nearly
마취로만
doused him in
처리했어.
anesthetics, didn't do no
전혀
harm.
안 됐다고. 이건 말이 안 돼.
Doesn't make sense. How could he even
그러면
walked
놈이
around with these
여기저기
messed up
내장이
organs?
터진 상 혹시 그거 아닐까?
What if it's one of
요즘
those?
들리는 소문에
Rumors say
의하면
there's a guy who
산채로 사람을
skews and
뜯어서
prevents people alive
인형으로
from turning them into
만들어버리는 놈이
dolls.
있다고. 그건 나도 주워들은
Yeah, I
게
heard of
있어서
that.
알아.
But look at the state of these.
하지만 이 내장을
Not the case
봐라,
at all.
전혀 그 인형은
They are the
살이나
dolls
뼈를
made by
빼면서 만들어졌다고 들었어.
preventing
그런데
flesh and
이
bones
자식은
together.
상처 없이
Son of a bitch doesn't have
멀쩡했다고.
any scars or stitches on the showing on the outside. Gonna knock the voices down a little bit if I'm gonna talk over them.
그러고 보니 목도리에
Now that I think about it,
동그란 주황색 문양 같은 게 있긴
there was a
했지.
round orange symbol on the back of his neck.
문신인가 싶었는데
I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-walking dweeb.
새님이었으니까.
Eat the organs. Oh no. Eat them for power.
문양.
Symbols? Please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive.
이상한 불.
그거 말고도
Besides that,
이런 종이봉투.
he also had this on his body.
봉투가 몸속에 왜
What the
있어?
hell is an envelope?
갈수록
Might be good to
대상.
turn the voices off.
이리 줘.
I wanted to keep them on just because, I figured it might be good to, like, you know, feel intended voices, but at this stage, I'm kind of feeling it. An invitation to a library? What's this about? Books? We can get books from the library. We can get books from the library? What a bunch of nonsense. It was a flop after all. He was due tomorrow. Wish this could have gone down a little more. We'll turn him down to 50. We'll see how it feels.
정확히는 7시간 정도 남았어.
We got 7 hours to be exact. It's too little time for another round of gut harvesting.
이 초대장에 적힌
The head of the library, as the invitation says.
책이란 게 뭔지는
I don't know what this
택지가
book
없어.
thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chances we get.
이거 그냥 자살 행위야 아니야?
Isn't this just
어떤
suicide?
곳인지 알고
We don't know what kind of
간다는
place it might be.
상나비를 못 맞춰서
Can't be any worse than
대학에
dying to
줬대.
stray dogs at a Zvi association.
그게 그거야.
Screw it anyway.
살고
Shut up and follow if you want to live.
싶긴 한데.
지금 본 것은
What was that? Wait, did we just see that? Did we like actually see that?
초대장이 보여주는 과정의 파편이야.
Fragments of the invitation process. That explains absolutely nothing.
방문할 손님들의 이야기를 엿볼 수 있지.
We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. That's terrifying. Why do we have that capacity?
엿보기라니 취미 한번
Didn't take you for peeping Tom.
어떤 손님이 방문할지
It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance. That explains absolutely not. Welcome to Ruina.
그리고 이건 내 뜻이 아니야. 초대장의 뜻.
Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. Why did you set up this system of which you have absolutely no control? That is a splendid thing you got there. Prize for people and kidnaps them. A perfect tool for crimes. If the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Because it's funny. Can't we just teleport? I love how this dude is still like 100% convinced this is like they are kidnapping people to harvest their organs or some shit. Like, this dude's just like, well, I guess I'm kidnapping people to harvest their organs now. That's my life. That's my, oh well, that's my life now. Sucks. Them's the breaks.
그래서는 안 돼.
I cannot do that. We can only take a peek when it is decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition.
엿볼 수 있는 거야.
Yes, but why?
초대장이 내 온전한 힘인 것도
The
아니고
invitation.
나도 빌리고 있을 뿐.
Okay, you are borrowing it from whom? We are getting somewhere. Roland is, it is what it is. No way, anything can go smoothly in the city. That wouldn't be unreasonable. Fair.
그나저나 절박한 손님들.
They're desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that seasonal and internal damage?
그럴 리가.
What? Not a chance. That doesn't have anything to do with what happened.
초대장은 응당 받게 될 손님에게.
The invitation simply finds a way to those who need. Oh, okay. So, what you're telling me is by sheer happenstance, the invitation of its own will decided, yes, these three randos who are harvesting organs, they're absolutely screwed because this guy's organs are foobar. If I need them to go to the library, now's a good time. Like, is that what I'm picking up? Those sentient always invite me to shit I don't want to go. Exactly. Thinking about Ryuk dropping. Yeah, no, like that's actually a good analogy. What did I walk into? Library of Ruina. I'm also confused. That means those weird happenings are someone else is doing. Never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. Like something from the ruins. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot. I know the stories. Should I describe it as magic? And that kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently. In any case, we greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well. Wow. Rude. Probably a bunch of gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs who barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I might have just roasted myself there. The back streets. I know of them. You do? Someone I know is from the back streets. Well, that's nothing special. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets. Ah, yes! I, the eldritch fucking random woman in the suit, know of the back streets. And they are back. Alright. So this is a library. Looks fancier than I thought. They are absolutely they are casing this place right now. Yep. So is that a scarf? Or does Lenny just have like the worst proportions known to humankind?
환영합니다, 손님. 이곳은 도서관.
This is the library.
This is like some sort of library of Ruina.
저는 도서관의 관장.
I am Angie. Yeah, I know that was the game, not me.
이곳에서는
You may find what you desire, but you may also end up yielding your precious possessions to us.
네가 이거 주인이야?
You the owner of this place?
여기서 원하는 건 다.
Well, I'll take whatever we want, right? Thank you, Zeph. That was good.
정확히 말하자면
Indeed.
책을 얻을
You
수
may
있습니다.
own books, to be exact.
물론 그럴
If
수
you're
있다는
able,
말이죠.
of course.
책이란 게 과연
Those book things really worth a lot?
정보의 가치가
Of course they
높다면
can be, if the information they hold is valuable.
망치.
Beggars can't be choosers. We gotta cling on to whatever we find.
그럼 부디
May you find your book in this place
찾으실
then.
수 있...
What the hell? Up here you can see some bare information about the librarians who will participate in the reception. In this section, you have detailed information about the character. Underneath you can check the list of combat pages, cards. Select the character we'll use in the reception. Am I fighting the rats? Information on the guests that have accepted the invitation are here. In this section, you may view detailed information about the character. Okay, so he has a lot of stuff on me. Your test, I guess. I wasn't aware you were killing people today. So they also have cards. This is some Duelist of Roses ass music too. Like, oh, okay, so, okay. But yeah, no, like, watch this. Sit here and tell me this does not just also work. Well, hang on. That's the sound effects. Sit here and tell me this isn't equally as valid. Okay. So... No, like, I'm not going to listen to that forever. I just wanted to make a point. I wanted to make a point. That was all. It feels more library. What libraries do you listen to? Okay, so dirty blow, bite off. Okay, so these are doing combat damage. That's piercing damage. What? Check that stuff too. Ah, alright. So Lenny, okay, that was just the worst fitting scarf. It looks like they all more or less have the, oh. Rat's Guide to Survival. Okay, so he has Rat's Guide to Survival. They all have the same, back three. But some have Dirty Blow. Wait. Both the Duelist of the Roses soundtrack and Log Lab ever taken food from the same source. That's fair. That's fair. That's entirely fair. But, yeah, no, I just realized something funny. Lenny. I assume these are like Lenny's unique icons. Lenny's unique icons actually have, their face on the pin. Mang-Chi has, Pete on his. And Pete has Mang-Chi on his. I guess begin stage play? They love each other. They are that. History will say they are roommates. Okay, so this text describes the ability of the page, usually activated on use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. The icon represents, okay, so slash, piercing, and blunt. Okay, so we're Persona 3. We're Persona 3. Okay. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when the die is played based on its condition. Most abilities activate when the attack hits the target or the die wins in a clash against an opposing die. Like Buddha and G. Exactly. I always forget P3 had different damage types. I mean, what is the difference between physical and gun? If not just that. Really. Bob, you haven't played Persona 3. One time I had to look it up for a different video I was working on, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? While I was looking up Nyx. During a battle, combat pages use resources called light. The amount of light a character has accumulated is indicated by the yellow number above their head. Roll the speed dice. Tremble in the eternal pits of fear. Felt like throwing out a cool one-liner. Alright, so we roll... Okay, so this is rolling initiative. Cool. My initiative sucks. If the speed is lower than yours, you can redirect the attack to you. Okay, so I rolled like garbage. Oh no, I'm vibing with the music. Oh, show. Please select one of them. My brother in Christ, I don't know. Focus strikes. Wait, no, hang on. This is, okay, so that wait, no, this is like 3 types of damage. Am I doing all of those kinds of damage? Because it's not, if so, that's like a lot of damage. Sure, let's just see how this works. Oh, okay. Be gone, twink. By pressing Q or clicking the icon, you can toggle quick mode. The action dice
It's over, Bill Gates. You activated Steve Jobs' ability. You know reverse card. That means all of the damage goes to you. Attack with your MacBook.
Why is that? Why? Why is that? What? Could exit to do damage equal to that number range? Oh, okay. So I roll a 6-sided dice and I hit on those dice. Okay, so it's Warhammer. When you use this utility, you can automatically fill a librarian speed dice with combat pages in hand. Alright. The visual indicators are showing who the librarians and guests are currently targeting for the attack. Well, I hope they're not just targeting. I hope they're targeting anyone. Spacebar, you begin the combat phase. Alright. When only 1 or 2 opposing characters have the dice to play, a 1-sided attack occurs. This happens when someone isn't targeting them back. Only offensive dice are played at 1-sided attacks. The defensive dice will be retained until scene ends or an enemy attempts a 1-sided attack. We got Windows Me running on an iMac. Wait, really? That's cool. When both characters in an engagement have dice to roll, the clash occurs. In a clash, the result of the action resulted by comparing the rolls. Offensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by avoiding the clash. Interaction between defensive dice follow the rules on the next page. Block dice block the damage. Evade dice negates the damage. Evade dice is retained. So block dice does counter damage. Evade dice just dodges. Losing a block dice mitigates some damage. Losing a dodged evade dice just sucks to suck. Winning a clash deals stagger damage. Okay, so So it seems like block dice are just better than evade dice. Like, unless evade dice have a better chance to succeed or something, on paper it seems like block dice are just better. You can evade multiple attacks? Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Boom! Ow! 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 I just killed that man. Taking physical damage decreases the character's HP, indicated by the red dice. When HP of a librarian or guest is brought to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise will resolve into books. The higher the guest's emotion level was, the more likely they are able to yield books of greater quality or quantity upon their death. Even if a librarian dies in combat, they will rise again once the reception is over. No, yeah, please, thank you for sending me the videos. I am interested. Certain moves will fuck you up for using block dice too. See, that's what I was talking about. Alright, what's my initiative? My initiative kicks ass. Skitter away is an evade chance. Let's take you out first. Oh, I don't have a choice. Wait, no, hang on. Okay, so on you. I think I'll go with charge and cover. Okay, I only get one card. Yeah, no, oh. Triangle quick mode off? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so I crit on 6s. Okay, I didn't mean to click. Well, I've knocked him out of combat. He's not dead yet.
It's so nice of them to make a functioning game based off dungeon dice monsters.
Ha! He's staggered. Gotta set a page last scene. Ah. That's what I did wrong. Are you dead? Okay, block. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, it's an achievement, by the way. Whoops. Ah, fair. Initiate combat. Well, that only does 2 to 3, so I might not. Well, hang on. No, I actually will guarantee to kill him. Greetings, asshole. Fatal. The dream is so far away. Aw. Idiot died, rip bozo. Rip bozo. Get annihilated, idiot. Curtain call for the reception of rats. We got the achievement, 2 shakes of a rat's tail. And that's funny. This music is great. I like it. This has very interesting music. It's very fun. It's bouncy. Classy. It hit that Skullgirls vibe for me. In a way I very like. Check the books you have obtained. If you fail the reception, this ball show the books you lost. New Pokemon game just made me cry. In a good way or a bad way? We got a bunch of rats. Good way? That's cool. Yeah, no, I might. If the game gets patched, I might pick it up. But right now, the game just... The gameplay I've seen looks actually really good. And, like, I was talking to Zeph. Zeph can confirm this. I was looking at a lot of stuff they were talking about for gameplay. A lot of it seems like they took a lot of notes from Legend Arceus. Which, I don't know if any of y'all saw my Legend Arceus playthrough. But, I am a very big slut for Legend Arceus. So, if they can get the game in a state that doesn't just seem unfinished, then I might actually give the game a shot. Which is more than I can say about Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield just looked uninteresting to me. Why is that what that's called? Whoa. Alright, so we got battle symbols. Oh, we got... Oh. Alright, so Roland got some upgrades, I guess. Now it's time to conclude the reception and exit the stage. Okay.
조직에 속하는 것이
Is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate?
도시에서 살아가려면
Not part of city
어쩔
life.
수 없어.
You have to belong to a group,
조직이든
be it a
어디든
syndicate or
간에
anything else.
자신이 속할 집단을
Living in the
구하지
city gets too
않고서는
tough otherwise.
살아가기
Honestly, that's just part of, like...
이 도시는
That's just a part of, like, cities that are wrapped in gang culture. You can now select the floor of general works during reception. Oh, alright. You can burn books you've obtained. Why? You can see what books you have in your possession to offer before burning them. These books are also used for inviting the guests of subsequent episodes. Ah, okay. So, it is recommended to keep at least one. Here you can check the list of items that can be obtained by burning a book. Pushing the relevant button to begin burning the books. Burn up to 20 books at a time. Pretty sure I can burn a lot more. Alright, so I guess I'm only burning one book right now. Yeah, no, see a lovely animation in that floor's color. You may randomly obtain pages of a book. Burning a book yields different pages each time based on chance. There are two types of pages, key pages and combat pages. Key pages can constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by them in battle. The rarity of a page ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited to objet d'art. Pages of higher quality are more powerful, although rarer to acquire when burning books. Key pages have a set limit of how many can be owned at once, which depends on rarity. Alright. I got a purple. Gut Harvesting seems very good, especially because it has bleed proc chance. As does Bite Off. That seems very good. Backstreet's Dash and Skin 'em Away might also be pretty decent. I'll leave two, just in case. I guess I said keep one. I'll go down to one. Burn it all down! No legendaries. At least we got a lot of gut harvesting. Oh, we actually got 2 more books somehow. I don't even know how that makes sense. Did we manufacture a book by sheer force of will? Oh, alright. Move over to this panel. Select the librarian on this floor and move into the combat page list. You can select the currently equipped combat pages here. Those are combat pages owned by the player. Oh, alright. if I drop that, I can... Okay, I get 9 cards. Alright. 2, 3, 1 to 4. Why would I not just swap out light attack at the very least? Gut harvesting just seems better objectively. Rat's Guide to Survival actually succeeds defensive and evasive checks on every roll. So as long as I roll better than the opponent, Rat's Guide to Survival is actually a guaranteed success. Alright. Wait, no, I think I'm misunderstanding it. I think it has a chance to roll from 1 to 6. So, for example, Backstreet's Dash has a chance to roll from 1 to 8. Meanwhile, Focus Strikes is 3 to 5, 3 to 5, and 1 to 3. Alright. 3 to 7, 1 to 3. Alright, so that's... Alright, got you. Given light attack still sucks dick, so I think getting rid of it is definitely the right play. Light defense. I'm kind of more... I'll leave 1 light defense, but I'm kind of more of a... the best way to make sure somebody can't kill you is to kill them first kind of guy. That's just kind of the guy I am. How do I rename this? Alright. So now Roland's got that going on. Alright, good deal. Little pen button. Oh, okay. Pen button. Pen. Where's pen? Wait, saving. Oh, the cards on the right. That is not right. Ah, okay, I see it. There we go. Alright, we don't have any options to use other slots yet. So I assume maybe if I unlock other slots, because I noticed I was getting pages of people. So maybe I'll be able to use pages of other people eventually. Also, Keter. So we're going into Dangerous World. Obtain the book of... Huh? Book of Rats. Alright. I formally invite you to the library. Oh, okay. Oh, that's just... Yep, alright. Bada bing.
오늘도 공쳤네.
Boiled again. I didn't go through all the trouble coming to fix it to do mundane chores like this.
이 바닥이 다 그렇잖아.
You know how it is.
받은 몇 명만
At least lucky
위로
few
치고
get to rise up
올라가면
the
돼.
ranks.
And still, we have to see the light one day if we start out with smaller tasks, don't you think?
그런 낙관적인 성격은
I envy your optimism.
아무리 그래도
But a request like,
밤이 오기
please
전에
find my
잃어버린
lost
고양이를
cat before night
찾아주세요.
falls
라는
is
건
seriously
안 돼.
not it.
God, I wish my girl voice was as good as yours.
Honestly, to hear you say that is actually really flattering because I always feel really self-conscious about it. Thank you.
허접한 사무소는 쓰레기 같은 일만 들어.
Garbage offices get garbage requests.
그래, 핀.
Yeah, Finn.
너도 이런 일이
Probably got better
나타나게
things in mind when you
생각해
became a
볼
fixer.
아니잖아. 좀더 큰 물에서
You know, bigger field to play on.
열심히 하다 보면
I'm sure I can move to a nicer office and become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might. That's up.
초대장이라고
Damn girl. That ass could fart.
Oh, okay, firstly, Zeph, thank you. Secondly, I love how, like, the envelope actually found, like, a decent reason to show up for the last group. This was just like, I don't know, you find an envelope in your pocket. DM didn't have any ideas that day. DM ran out of ideas. Yo, wake up in a tavern.
냄새가 나는데.
Smells fishy.
이런 일은 그냥 넘어갈 수 없지.
Hanover looks something like this.
게다가 적힌
Besides,
말들이라면
what's been on the invitations true, these books would be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't know exactly what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally.
누구 좋으라고 그런
I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna.
해결사라는데 아는 사람들이야?
They call themselves fixers. You happen to be friends with them?
Look, assuming all fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Tavern brawl, exactly. That's what they're gonna have. Your question's basically asking these two strangers, you're both human, so you must know each other, right? You know what I mean?
해결사들의 종류와 수가
I should expect to see many different kinds of fixers if what you're saying is true.
Pretty much. Okay, so what's this shit happening right now? What the hell? What the hell? Look at that. What is his eyes? I'm scared. Customization is a thing. Man, dude. Look, this looks like this just looks like Flynn from SMP4, but he's depressed. What is happening with his eyes? But yeah, no, like what I was saying, like what is this freaking Skyrim level up chart happening right here? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As the battle progresses, the emotional tension of the library and guests will be heightened. Oh, so I have to keep my guys from becoming too depressed? Emotional damage. As the emotion level of characters rise, the overall emotion of teams they belong to will be heightened. When your team's emotion goes up, you may choose an abnormal... When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. Sounds familiar from no, I don't remember that. Given that it sounds like something from Lobotomy Corp, but like what? Should be more fun looking for a lot. What is this guy? Okay. Roll for initiative. And at least we got decent rolls. Alright. I kill you on averages. What do you... Oh, okay. You're not even attacking back. I will drop your ass like white on rice. Ow. told me not to go. Maybe I should have listened. You want the enemy's emotion to be high so you get better rewards. So I want them to think they have a chance before I kick their ass. Got you. So I want them to think they have a chance at beating me before I just rub their nose in it. Bad roll. Better roll. Oh, you're staggered. Oh. Omae wo mo shinderu. That's probably when defensive cards are more useful. Yeah, that's kind of the notion I was getting. Probably might want to run a couple more defensive cards. When your motion's up, your light gets fully restored. Ooh. Get mugged, losers. No battle symbols gained. I killed him too quickly. I rocked too hard. Knowledge is poison. Power is forever. Dude, these cards suck. Why can't you be better at existing? Oh, alright. Existence is pain. Main dude is built like a dachi. Oh no. Oh, rank episode 2. Do I have enough books? I do. Check the key page tab first. Okay. Cadenza. Hello, ma'am. I'm the character? Click on Roland. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. This is the list of key pages currently owned by the player. Up, okay. Oh, alright. So I can sub Roland out for other losers. The key page currently equipped by the librarian. Oh! So I can become that person. I can become. Roland got new drip. This drip is mid. I wanna, every key page has different stats and resistances. It looks like all the Lenny pages are the same. Like there is no difference between any of the Lenny pages. As the same for all of the Yoon office fixers. Did I de-equip that? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah. So right now I've got 30, 15, and 1 to 4. I guess this is probably the best one for me. Yeah, no, I was kind of looking at it, and I realized, the key pages were just stronger than what I currently had sitting on me. So, yeah. Customize your library's appearances and dialogues. Oh! Oh! Wait! That comment. Oh, okay. So I need to go grab my other stuff. So wait, wait. Oh! Wait. No, please. Fine. I will tolerate this. I'm gonna load kill the shit out of them. Boom. What's preparation? Okay, so that does damage and restores some light. That's not terrible, actually. I'll drop a focus strike because I tend to get those too much. And I'll go with kill the shit out. I'll say that over kill the shit out of them because I feel like that's still smart. Alright. I'm starting to get the idea. Greetings, asshole. You want some books? Sir, they haven't responded to us. Something must have happened to that library. One of your fixers disappeared without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, but lack response means a violation of contract and they were expelled from my office. And there's too little evidence backing your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that. Could be rich people shenanigans, or a wing experimenting with its singular. Yoon is like really cavalier about that. Yoon's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. Really? Is that normal? It might still be a grade 9, but I can sense something's off about this. Really? A child takes such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on our humble office. Listen up, Frog in the Well. In this city, insane events happen every second of every day, most of which you haven't heard of. Yeah, no, I assume, based on the way they were talking about... I assumed, like, 9 was bitched here. Like... Oh, wow! The rookie has an amazing sense for when things are weird. How lucky we are! Like, that was the sense I got from that. Like, basically, this dude's like, know your fucking role. He's just a little guy. It's about... Yeah, exactly. You're not time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. Can't present visible evidence right now. It's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you? Little rat trying to pull a cheap trick on me. I didn't do anything, I swear. Get out for a moment. Oh wow, a monkey in a zoo? Who would... Yeah, right, like... Some weird shit is happening in the city. Yeah, the sky is gray. What else is new? Hey. This is Yoon's office. Got a good lead this time. And look, that's even still just like a fucking dick measuring show. Like, you have a 9, know your role. Give me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. True, it can end up failing, like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. Not exactly fond of this method, but I have one guy fit for the job.
해결사는 사무소를 거치지 않고는
Seems fixers must report to their office before they can even begin working.
뭐 형식상으론
Well,
그렇지.
that's
나 같은
formally
경우는
the case.
1인 사무소였지만 말이야.
I could bypass that since I'm a one-man office, though.
돈 되는 것에 덤벼드는 건
Fixers aren't any better than Syndicate when it comes to greed.
우아하니.
And it looks like this guy's trying to exploit a naive kid, too.
와, 이곳이
Oh,
So this is the library.
그래. 대표의
Yeah.
말 들으면 이번
You said we might even get a
획득
sponsor from
보너스를
association if I
줄 수 있다고
succeed. I'll do my...
제대로 한번 해보자.
Oh, this poor little kid. I'm gonna kill the shit out of him.
환영합니다. 해결사.
Greetings, Fixer. The guy I kidnapped is going to kill the shit out of you.
안녕하세요.
I'm Finn, a fixer at Vol Yoon's office. Is it true that I can find books containing information at this place?
네, 그럼요.
Yes, of course.
당신이
You were given the
초대장을
information
받고
for that
이곳에
exact
왔다는
reason.
것은 그런
Invitation.
뜻입니다. 부디
May
당신의
you find your
집을
book in this
찾으실 수
place.
있기를.
Why do I feel like this is going... Oh. Oh. Style on the kid. I'm gonna let him have a couple. I'm gonna let him have a couple. Go ahead, come on. Come on, I'll let you get your hits in, come on. Alright, what's... Can I see his emotional state? Okay, oh, okay, so... It is the purple meat? Okay. The pink fighting game super meter. He's at emotion level 0. Got you, okay. So, what if I let him have another hit? Ow! Dude! Alright. Ow. Okay. I may have overextended. Is the VA in this game Korean or am I tripping? Yes it is. Yes it is. I have messed up. It was a misinput.
대표님, 시간이 꽤 분명
Something must have happened in that library.
쥐도새도 모르는.
Got styled on by a kid. Look, I let him win. Alright, what if we... Dodge. Oh, okay. Alright, okay, I get it. Destroy the child. Wait, I'm staggered. Oh, okay. Okay, it was weird. Welcome to the bone zone, idiot. I will allow you to live. Mostly because I screwed up and didn't mean to let you live. Book of Finn. I did not mean to let him live. I let him get level 1 and then killed him. Goodbye, Finn. You I got so many of his book.
아무리 그래도 애송이 녀석이 부스러지는 것을 보는 건
It's
유쾌하지 않고.
not all that delightful to see a young rookie like that fall, all things considered.
저는 네 입으로 말했잖아.
You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair, didn't you?
도시에서는 대부분
But most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without consent or arrangement.
하지만 도서관은
The
달라.
library is different.
이곳에 들어오는
People who
손님들은
enter have
원하는
agreed
것을
to
얻고
risk death.
서명을 통한
Even
동의와
sign the
함께
paper.
도서 이 과정에서
No
그
coercion or
어떤
compulsion is
방법도
involved.
없이 전부
They make their own choice and
그들의
pay
선택과
accordingly.
대가야.
뭐 그렇긴 한데.
Well,
그래도
yeah,
이건 좀
fair
뭔가
point.
치사하다는 생각이 들어서.
Still, it kind of feels dirty in a way. Look, he's just being lame about killing a kid. I get it. Each floor presents you with assignments. Complete the assignments, unlock an abnormality battle. When the assignments are completed against floor, battle against an abnormality will become. Oh, alright. Look, it's using SCP nomenclature. I'm worried. This library's current hazard level is perceived by the city. Raising the realization of each floor will increase the presence. Library's hazard level will rise once the gauge is filled. So do we not want to rise the level? Wait, oh my god, this dude's pages suck. Like, at least give me that purple defensive card, come on. Oh wow, thanks man. Sure, hazard level is high enough? Gotcha. Alright, so back to the library. Okay, Roland. I'll tag up that one defensive. Oh, okay, preparation. Wait, where's that? Use Finn's deck? Oh, okay. Oh. Why? Yeah, no, like, this just gives me less health for the same amount of power. I don't see why I would use Finn's deck. It seems like Unefixer 1 is just better in general. Evade. Why? Oh, okay. I'm not using evade. I am thankfully not that stupid. Can I save the game? Autosaves? Okay, thank God.
처음에 내뱉은 것 치고는 얌전히 잘해주는 것 같네.
You seem to be doing your job meekly and well. You do your job like a bitch, but you do it pretty good.
첫인사를 그렇게 험하게.
What did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner?
나라고 안 놀랐겠어?
I was shocked. I found myself in the middle of nowhere, and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost, but I get the gist of receiving guests now that I've tried it a few times. Oh, I do have a complaint.
Complaint?
She again with that stare. Can't say thing.
됐으니까
Just tell me what you mean.
아니, 뭐.
Well, it's kind of tough to receive the guests alone.
한 명씩 오는 놈들이면 몰라도.
Guess surviving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing in my mind is, how the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? There's got to be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? Working right now because we've only been facing like minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightening emotions, you said I can't just kill the guest right away because of that. What's that odd face hinting at?
방법이
There is a way,
그게
technically speaking.
있지만.
Although I'm not certain if it's for the best.
네가 나서 보려고?
You gonna join the fights yourself?
아니,
No.
대신 도움을
There are
받을 수
entities that
있는
could be a
존재가
help.
있어.
그 존재라는 게 뭐야?
And those entities are...
강력한 힘과 능력을
Beings that
지니고
used to
있었지.
wield tremendous strength and power, but are naturally transient to remain in a physical form while they're holding on to exist.
Are we going to use SCPs in battle? Are we going to... Is this SMT?
이 도서관에서 너와 나 말고 살아 숨쉬는 것을 본 적이 없는데.
널 도와줄 사서들과 함께
They will sleep beside books when the perfect environment for them is simulated along with librarians who will be of assistance to you.
사서?
Librarians, entities inside books.
지금은 내가 말해준 정도만
That's all you need to know. What matters more is that they can be useful for the growth.
그래, 뭐 그렇다.
Alright, let's say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us? I would love to when Roland used his persona and Ruina all over the library.
책 안으로 들어가서
You have to enter their books and free the librarians in.
아마
I believe they're under the influence of the abnormalities' powers for valuable reasons.
그들은 매우
Various
불안정한
reasons.
상태라.
Since they're highly unstable, they won't trust us easily.
우리를 침입자로
You're
생각한다는
basically
거고.
saying they'll take us for invaders.
맞아.
Correct.
그리고
If you
만약
overcome
모든
ordeals
시련을
presented
이기면
by them, they'll accept you.
그들도 너를 받아주겠지.
It's ruining
너무
time.
막연한데. 지금은
Instructions still unclear, ma'am. You said they're as mighty as wet paper now. Sure they can give help?
그들이 직접적으로 손님을
We're not
대접해주는
making the abnormalities receive guests for us.
그들을 이해하고
If they can be
받아들일 수
understood
있다면
and accepted,
직접적으로든
they will empower
간접적으로
librarians,
사서들에게 힘을 주는
directly or indirectly.
Still too ambiguous.
Anyhow,
Anyhow, what you're saying is they'll present us with ordeals and we have to overcome them to earn their recognition and power their power. Entering books. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale.
네 말대로 손님의 감정을
We'll need the power to heighten the heighten the emotions of guests. I wish you success. Sure. Anything you say. It's ruining time. Time to fight depression. What the frick? God, I'm a mark's good and by failure, you won't be any different. I don't want to face any more pain. Can your petty courage leave a deep enough scar? What the fuck? Okay. Alright, well, we won, so, wait. Am I the bloodbath? What? But I'm controlling him, it looks. Okay, so no, I'm not, okay. Take 1 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. But loses speed, 3 speed, but blocks better. Okay, so we don't want to use slash attacks. What if we use pierce attacks? Oh wait. 1 to 6 on hit, inflict 3 paralysis. Oh. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. I was totally just blanking on that shit. Alright, so. Each character in key page has different resistances to physical and stagger damage of each attack. You deduct damage by attack with the type opponent is weak to, denoted by fatal and weak. On the contrary, attacker with damage type's resistance is set to endured or ineffective will cause less damage. Use resistances to your advantage. By selecting the character, you can also view their list of passives. When observing a character, you also check their resistances to damage types. Okay. Oh. Okay. Blunt damage is weak. I don't have any blunt right now. So I guess pierce is the best I can do. You're already a Ruina player because you don't read. I don't want to face any more pain. 1 for 1. Still no blunt. Look at both cards. Oh, okay, sinking. 1 to 4. It's gonna do less damage, but I think we want to use focus strike. Wait, I don't want to attack? Right, because this is a block card. So I don't want to attack because block. Yeah, right. Which means those are 4 to 7, right? Alright, so Pale Hand, stagger target if all attacks connect. Yeah, no, I think we don't have any blunt, but I think gut harvesting is gonna hit like a son of a gun. Greetings, asshole. Alright, I'm getting it. He staggered. Oh, of course, now I roll a 4. God, my initiative sucks. I'll pass my turn. Good initiative. He's coming at me. Alright. I'll trade ya. Low initiative. His emotional state is garbage. He takes no damage from slash? He does? I thought it was just, oh, endured, so, okay, that's what endured means. I don't have the light to do anything. Ow! Yeah. You had 1 cost pages. I thought it would be better to generate a little bit more mana. Alright. Okay, he's coming at me. I think we need more charge and cover. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Good hit. Sayonara. If you have 4, can you use more than 1 card? I don't think so. Got you, okay. So eventually we can do that. So we just unlocked the SCP. You don't have access to abnormality pages. The emotion level threshold has increased to 2. Oh, okay, so these are... Oh, wait. What? Okay, okay, so these are the abnormality pages they were talking about. So we get these if we fulfill certain conditions in the fight, right? And these do look very powerful. So it feels like these need to be... Yeah. We should probably be grabbing most of these. I think Pale Hands is very good because we have a lot of things that do 3 attacks right now. Blood is also great, but we aren't really using defensive dice right now, so I think Scars are going to be our best move right now. Maximin! Holy shit, what a fucking loser. I love him. Now I can customize. I want to customize him. Yes. Yes. Let me customize him. Librarian info. Customize librarian. Ah, no, wait, I'm an idiot. Oh, okay, so I can actually change. Oh, alright, so I actually have full control. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is neat. Alright, hang on. What if we make them really cool? Typical Robin perception, true. We only have 5 options. Shame. Yes, later? Yeah, wait, can we... Yeah, no, I assume we can change their face. Do we want to make Robin, Inani, Zeph? Who do we want to make? Yeah, I have to pee. Hang on a second. I will put it to a vote. I need to fix that. Hang on. Okay, so. Alright. I will be right back. I will return. I will return. Yeah, alright, we're back. So Train won the poll. Let's see if we can't make Train. How do we train? How do we train? No, that feels right. That feels right. Yeah. Alright. Skin color also feels decent. Eye color. Wait, can we change the eye color? Oh, wow. Alright. Body size. Oh, we can make him a tall boy. Wait, so his body type changes if you put him in different outfits? That's lame. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it doesn't. Alright. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Die on the top right. Can you type your own? No. It does not seem like it. I saw that too. I was like, wait. Alright, victory. Every action of theirs was a display of immaturity. Nah, that's a bit too formal. No, stop asking me. Smart. There we go. Death. Oh no. Yeah, but yeah. On ally death. on kill. It was your fault. Boom. Alright. Boom. We got it. Alright. How do we want to build Train? He's bigger than Roland, as God intended. Well, obviously we're going to give him, one of the, view and fixer pages. But, as for the combat pages... Do we want to make Train more defensive, maybe? Maybe Train could, like, body block for attacks? I feel like for something reliable, that makes sense, actually. It is the reliable 1999 Ford Taurus, after all. Green likes to play Barbarian, so both. That's true. Maybe... Okay, so, hang on. I think we might want to change things up a bit. So... Gut Harvesting, Dirty Blow... Rat's Guide to Survival... Charge and Cover, Preemptive Strike, Focus Strike... Light Defense... Wallop... Let's go with a couple Wallops. Actually, let's drop a Wallop. Let's drop a Rat's Guide for another Dirty Blow. Train as a slash passive. Ah, true. Maybe we might want to give him some better slashes. Alright, so... Maybe instead of Wallop. Focus Strikes. And... 1 to 4... Okay, that's just a little better. Just a little unfortunate. Maybe we drop Dirty Blow for Preemptive Strike. That's still 3 to 5, which is pretty good. We can drop the other Preemptive Strike for the, we can drop the other Dirty Blow for Preemptive Strike. Sadly, we can't use multiple copies of, Gut Slash. At least not yet, because I am thinking about... Drop some Gut Harvesting. Drop a Focus Strikes for a little bit of Wallop. A little bit of knocking people around, a little knock some heads in. Roland also has the slash damage buff, I will admit that. But he has a couple other options as well, so I feel like it's still at least a decent idea for him to have that available. Meanwhile, boom. Boom. Alright. Can I invite the rats again? Yes, I can. So I can grind Book of Rats in order to farm Book of Rats, so I can get more of those passives. Looks like there's 3 more slots. Yeah, no, yeah. You could have the whole squad. I mean, okay, yeah, no, but I figure eventually that's kind of like my intention. I just can't do it right now. something. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. So wait, even though we're in Book of Rats tier, we can register more books? Alright. Oh. Ah, okay. So, if I include certain books, that invites certain people. Got you. That one boy, thank you for the sub.
Are ya winning, Robin?
I think so. As the emotion level of characters rises, the overall emotion level of the teams will be heightened as well. Where the team's emotion level goes up, you get to pick an abnormality page. Roll for initiative. I forgot to pick cards. Okay. So... okay, they're going to you. Okay, I don't get to pick. Greetings. Got him. Oh, okay. Roll for initiative. Oh, okay. Alright. Easy. Boom. Oh, okay, so that gets me Book of Grade 9 Fixer. So that's not what I want. What I want is Book of Something, because that's going to invite the rats. Now I understand. Don't go easy on us, because we won't. Alright. I noticed some cards do cost more. So, it means I want to go a little harder on certain characters. I don't want to spend too much, because that'll leave me unable to do other things. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna turn Quick Mode back on. So I kinda have an idea now of how things are going. Yeah, they're both attacking him. He does not have the mana. Unfortunate. There's no way I can kill him. Might be able to kill him though. Yeah, that's 1-to-1. I have a very good chance of countering that. And nobody is looking at him. I think Train's gonna try to block him. Boom. Done. I took some damage. And then Roland's just going to assassinate the shit out of that man. Boom. Got it. Now I got the idea. We got plenty of Book of Rats. Who's Who's ready for a good old-fashioned buck burning? There we go. Lots of decent stuff. We need a couple more low-cost things, but this'll do for now. Alright. Invitation. Something's happening here. Book of Finn. Alright. The new invitation. Finn has failed as expected. Wasn't gonna last too long anyway. He was mediocre. He should have gotten a decent mod surgery, or at least had enough talent to make up for lack of experience. He didn't have any of that. He was not more than an overconfident brat.
Too bad. I like his affable and cutesy attitude. Nope, I agree he was bound to die sooner or later.
Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options after your grade 8.
Yep, so you better be careful. If you don't pay enough, I might move to another office. Whether you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent.
I believe the case I had been handled would make a breakthrough.
You mean the library investigation you talked about earlier? Like you said, the invitation appears randomly. How are you gonna get another one?
I wouldn't have called you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation.
Is that so?
The existence of our office depends on this case. The library should be profitable. I have a hunch. Given everything we have.
Hey, let's roll in some dough. I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop too. These guys seem quite determined. Prepare accordingly.
A whole office coming at us, huh? Maybe a small Lindsay Nipper one, but compared to be a little tough in the library right now. What to make it all the way to your room?
Guests cannot act outside of the space we prepared for them. It's how the place works. After all, the space is created with limitless power. Yet you somehow jumped into my room when you weren't invited. Anyway, I'm capable of protecting myself, so there's nothing you need to worry about.
I like her, she's cute.
Greetings, dear guests.
You must be the owner of this place.
She doesn't even look that strong.
Finn must have been here earlier. What happened to him?
That one has become a book. I see. So you turn into a book if you die here. Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here, knowing he'd fail.
Shut up. We'll get explored and abandoned at some point in our lives.
May you find your book in this place.
That was literally her saying, go die. May you find your book in this place is a very laced message. Some receptions are composed of multiple acts. Ooh, alright. So Yoon has multiple fixes. Do I not get to see all the acts at once? Visual indicators a number of acts. Alright, alright. So I assume by the fact that it says a certain number can participate at X and Y, there will be some times when I'm able to have more than one at one point, but then less at another or more in another. Alright. Sorry, I just got a text. Ah, shoot. I goofed it again. Alright. Shadow Realm.
There's a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There's a misinput!
Misinput. Misinput confirmed. Alright. All for initiative. He's just absolutely buggered. I have an okay chance. The best chance of winning I have is on him with Train. Roland can just murk him. Thank you, Zeph, for that. Bonk. Yo! Ow! Oh! Get it! Easy. Should have been smarter with your moves. Yoon and Eri. Eri is weak to physical. Alright. Eri is weak to piercing. She's, I just figured out how me and my dumbass D&D brain can comprehend this. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Can we all agree? Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing? That cool? That work for everybody? That work for everybody? Okay. So, areas weak to piercing. Yoon is fine. Areas weak to piercing. Luckily, everyone kind of has a decent capacity for piercing. Given not the best, but like, it works. I might need to start thinking about that eventually. Have everyone before us come here? Yeah, lose the game at half-baked nerds like you. Wow. Rude. Shit, good rolls. Alright, so Aries going that way. What's she packing? 2 to 3. I'm guaranteed to beat her on this roll. Meanwhile, you are coming at me with 1 to 4 and 1 to 2. I have a good chance of beating you with focus strikes. Hit it. Oh, they clash. Alright. Got him. Oh. Less damage from slash. I'll take scars. I have to choose who gets it? Roland's taking a little bit more damage. I think he could use the defensive buff. Oh, okay. We got her ass if we play this right. I don't have enough juice. That doesn't have a guarantee of dropping him. This does. Will you pack him 1 to 5? Nah, okay, come on. Got him! Speaking the language of nerds. Successful attacks. Boom. Okay. I'll give it a train. Ooh! Look at this! So I have a theory. Hit me. Hit me, girl. Dude, Train and Roland were about to beat the piss out of that woman. Like, it's a good thing she got knocked off screen before that happened. Otherwise, that woman was about to get Family Guide. Emotionally, such a big part of this comic because libraries tested your will to live. That makes sense. That would make sense. That kind of feels like it would make sense for this game, too. Wait, we got a lot of interesting books. Book of Eri, Book of Yoon's Office, Book of Yoon himself, as well as Book of a Grade 9 Fixer. Huh. And the blood clots are people that wanted to live so badly they became horrified monsters. Maybe. I mean, this game is also a sequel to Lobotomy Core, so the blood clots would also make sense for monsters there, so I don't know if there was just, like, you know, creepy, crawly monsters. But that makes sense to me. Everything you said makes sense to me so far.
Excellent. The guest named Yoon could make an especially valuable book for us.
Why are you collecting people as books? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you so fucked up and creepy? Can I have your number? They're all like moths dividing into flames. That Yoon guy seemed clever, but he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted.
Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes like an unstoppable wave. What I heard long ago.
Library needs, but she has so many!
But is that desire true to one's heart?
너 웃긴다.
Well, aren't you
훌륭하지
funny?
말라고 했으면서.
You said you despise roundabout speech, but now you're being poetic. She could have more. It's like Helsing Abridged. Is London Bridge on fire? Could be more on fire.
어딘가에 사서님이 들었으면
10 out of 10 delivery. So, librarian, I know, would have taken an arm and a leg off if she... Dude, she has like all the right to kill you.
Get back to sorting books.
엔젤라 말대로 정말 층이 확장됐군.
Thank you for the Naruto. London Bridge is falling down. Falling down? Falling down! London Bridge is falling down! My fair lady! That is still my favorite delivery in the entire series. At least it's up there. Just as Angela said, we got another floor to the library.
안녕. 난
Hey, my name is Volt.
엔젤라, 난 아직도 용서할 수 없어.
Malekuth?
엔젤라, 넌
Angela, I can't forgive you.
I thought we were done with that topic. You simply need to cooperate without complaint.
TFS actively animate better than Funimation did. I don't feel like that's anything but typical for them. Like, honestly, the biggest crime to Dragon Ball, period, has to be, the fact that TFS stopped, doing Abridged. Like, am I the only one that just thinks of Masako X when I think of Goku's voice? He genuinely does a fantastic Goku. Even if he does like a joking, stupid Goku. Like, there's something about Masako's Goku that just always stuck with me. I always really liked Masako's Goku. I caught Squidward. Are you here? God. The delivery on so many of his lines are just so great. Sure, he's the bad post and shot. Honestly, so much of my respect for Sean Schemmel went out the window the second he was like actually fucking shitty and snide towards the idea of not even just Masako as a Goku, but like the Ocean Dub Goku. Was that I don't remember if that was the guy who also played Rolf in Ed, Edd n Eddy, but he has this idea that like he is Goku. And like that's really lame. Like, you are not the only guy who can voice Goku. I am not the only guy who can voice anything I voice if I ever voice anything in the future. If someone decides, yo, you can just we think someone else would be better voiced for this character, I will be sad. But, like, that's their choice. You don't get God's right to Goku. I'm sorry. Have you watched the new commentary videos for the DBZ series they're making? I have not, actually. I'll have to watch those. I always liked Kaiser's editing documentaries. That was the deal, remember? And try to appreciate that fleshy body of yours you've owned. Did you really think you can make me happy just by giving me a human body? Masako is a great voice actor. Masako is so fucking criminally underrated. I still love him as Jonathan in their JoJo dubs. That was great. EFS Bender channel with the Frieza saga. I'll actually have to see that. Send me that video. DM me on Discord. Don't forget, I still don't agree with you. Whatever. Alright. That was tense.
Hello there. I'm the patron librarian in charge of the floor of history. Malkuth.
You seem lively, at least. What was going on just now?
I have some unfinished business with Angela. I heard bits of it, but I had to check the orders, not how I feel.
I'm in the same shoes as yours. Though we seem to be here for different reasons. So, what can I do for you?
You can read me books, Roland. Since I'm in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history. Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole and complete, and the library itself as an extension.
This girl's a fucking dork. I like her.
And we'll naturally get to unlock more floors that awaken the patron librarians in the process.
So the other librarians are asleep? A dork named after an eldest abomination? Oh, I have no doubt. Yep. You're surprisingly bright for someone who was so upset a moment ago, by the way. I was kind of worried I might have to endure some of that.
You can't let my personal affairs get in the way of work now.
So you're one of them. Understand. I get it.
There's no my problems with Angela. None of it getting you mad will do me any good.
Unless Malkuth is going for Malaketh, in which case it's a demon. Yeah. The whole series at the moment, so its commentary filtered through today's modern lens and highlight how dark some of the jokes got early on and how they got away with it because of the landscape then. Yeah, like that's honestly something I've always kind of tried to comprehend. Cause just like a big part of analyzing, and this is a big part about just internet culture in general that a lot of people have to understand, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Internet culture nowadays is starkly different from internet culture circa like 2000, like circa even 2000, like 2008, even circa 2012. No, yeah, like for the better, I would say. However, it is important to know that people can learn and grow, and what someone did or said back in the elden days of yore may not necessarily be indicative upon what they say now. Frankly, if I had not gotten rid of all of my previous YouTube videos on my stream archive channel, I would probably have some pretty choice words to say about myself when I was 13. Can't get to say the Game Awards, but yeah. No, yeah, like, look. If you say that stuff now, that's different. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Like, unless you say something that's just, like, absolutely fucked up, then, you know, yeah. It's why I don't harp too much on, like, classic Newgrounds culture. Like, classic Newgrounds culture is terrible and awful, and just frankly, the fact that anyone thought that was acceptable is sad. We should all be disappointed in ourselves. However, people can learn. What we should do... Yeah, then Dave Chappelle... Yeah, exactly. Like, people can learn. What we should do is criticize the people who very obviously did not learn and choose not to learn. Like, the Ego Raptors, the DSPs, and a lot of the other, old relic channels that just really did not grow with the times. And just, very obviously think exactly what they used to. If you can't learn and grow as a person, then kind of says something about you.
Okay.
Aaron is doing his best, but he does kind of have Newgrounds brain rot. Yeah, all I have to say about Aaron aside, I have a lot to say about Aaron as a content creator and as a person. However, in terms of his overall Newgrounds brain rot, I feel like a lot of it is just a refusal to change his personal comedy. And that kind of just... It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So now we've unlocked the floor of history. Also, Seth, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that a lot, actually. But, did you actually see Dan super change? Yeah, no, Dan, you can kind of tell, has actually grown a little bit. Given Dan might be a little bit of a... Let's be Twitch friendly and call him a perv. But if I wanted to be more explicit, I might go so far as to call him a predator. But Dan is trying. Aaron is not. I like Steam Train more than Aaron. Steam Train? I still love Steam Train. I seriously hope... I saw some allegations come out about Bubba Ross recently, and I'm just... The person that... the girl that put them forward immediately deleted them and all but retracted them. So, I'm hoping that's not true, because God, that would just be heartbreaking. If it is true, then it's true, and that sucks. But man, that would suck. Sonic 06 walkthrough, yeah. We're talking about, yeah. I remember that one. I don't know if I trust those kinds of allegations anymore. Look. I think it would have stuck a lot. I think it would have stuck a lot. Wait, am I Malekuth now? Am I Malekuth now? Yes, I am finally a cute anime girl. Thank God. I have finally achieved the end game of content creation. Finally! See, she gets it. Have you seen my new PSO? I have not. These people make those allegations on the big patients who don't be lies. While that is true, I think it is still in the general best interest to talk about this topic pretty often because we all come from those roots. No, yeah, like a lot of that just kind of comes from sometimes people turn out to be assholes, especially when they come from the olden days. So wait, do I not get Roland anymore? Am I Malekuth now? Am I just cute anime girl now? I'm not opposed, I'm just wondering. No, it looks like I... Okay, any discussion aside. Pause. The fuck? Can we all pause the Game Grumps discussion for a moment to ask what the hell is going on? This game just took a hard left pivot, and I thought we were already in left field. You guys should really refill your head with brain fluid. Dry brain dulls your thoughts. I know I've been feeling so hazy these days. Where are we gonna rob this time? I think we should go for workshop. Workshops are rich and they have useful components. How about an office? We should be able to earn some infamy if we take down an office or two. McDonald's fight is mid, true. I don't think we'll get anything valuable from offices we can take on right now. A restaurant then. I like delicious stuff. Look, she's here. You moron. Did you already forget where we got our new bodies? Because we wanted to focus on earning without having to worry about food or sickness? That's right. We've been doing like crazy. These bodies just need brain fluid, fuel, and some repairs from time to time. We can make money without feeling hungry or thirsty. That's true. It cost a fortune to get our whole body replacements.
Ooh, looking cool,
Blackjack Squire, thank you for the follow. But it's still uncomfortable. I know I don't have to eat anymore, but I keep thinking about all the tasty things I had before and it makes me want to taste them again. That's because we get cheap bodies from a cheap workshop. We just have to earn more. Then we can replace our bodies with better ones. The most expensive one just even adjust emotions and shut off desires. On top of having good performance. But those almost as expensive as a nest household. We can worry about that later. Let's just focus on making money for now. It's all about money in the end. So don't bring up restaurants. You're making me want to eat stuff too. Look, there's a piece of paper stuck to your body. Oh my god, no, he caught shoot. I have forever enraptured Shiro. Shiro is ever within my grasp. How you doing, Flapjack? I like how this body doesn't have any sensory systems, but it's annoying to be unable to feel things like that. Let's have a look at that piece of paper first. I don't think it was in your body until just now. I'm good, you? We're good. I'm good. Maybe we got some info. Did someone send us a calling card? You know a pirate captain. Captain Knuckles. Oh, maybe a coupon for yummy food. All syndicates. Okay. I didn't even know you could do that. But thank you. Like, oh my god. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Thank you, Flapjack, for subscribing for 6 months. Oh my god. Flapjack subscribed tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Basically, they paid for 6 months of tier 1 right now, so they will be subscribed at tier 1 for 6 months, which was not a thing I knew you could do. Thank you, Cactus, for the nut. While syndicates comprised of such half-witted individuals, I expected someone more refined. It depends on the syndicate. Dude, it's crowded with them. You'd say there's one for every fix about there. A number of thugs gather up and do things under a name, and you get a syndicate. You're involved in all sorts of different businesses, so it's hard to give a general description beyond that.
It seems sloppy. Are those machines?
생긴 건 저래 보여도
They aren't machines or AI, despite their appearance. Did I skip? Fuck. 1, 2, 3 floor. The floors that can participate in the reception are shown here. Huh? Oh. Oh. Wait. Shit! I didn't pick Malakut's deck.
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What am I fighting for?
I'm glad that still works. Do we have fought with reverb as channel points? Probably. Wait, no, hang on. I know I set. Yeah, I know I set Malakut as, didn't I? Wait, what? Huh? Am I still in?
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What am I fighting for?
Am I looking for? Is this right? Okay, yeah, that was right. I needed Yoon's office, not Yoon himself. Okay, so now Malkuth has... Oh! So I get to make different teams. Okay. Huh. Alright. Well, I think Keto team is better than Malkuth team. So I think we want to rock Keto team for now. My body creaks a lot, but it's durable. Monsters, I'll chop you to pieces. Maybe I'd like restaurants more than books. Alright, decent rolls. Alright, what are you packing? 2, 5, and on hit with like 1 paralysis. Gross. If I parry that with a guts, then I might actually be able to succeed. As for you, fucks. Store 1 light. Ugh. That's annoying.
Hello, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. You have a library fine exceeding $500. Our representative is standing outside your window.
Thank God. Take me. But, Ow, ow, ow. Alright, so... Scars, pale hands, absolutely successful attack. I think this is better. Then again, it's better on, like, kind of nobody right now, so let's just put hope. Let's hope Roland gets the shit kicked out of him. Nice, Roland's getting the shit kicked out of him. Gain 2 strength this next scene. The fuck you are. Alright, I think going real hard and fast. Rat jam, come on, let's do it. Ooh. Ow. Oh, you're actually doing pretty good for yourselves. Okay, 4 health. As long as someone gets in on him. Everyone's going in on him. But like I need one to group. That is like so crass, I don't even know what to say. Four. Nah, it doesn't have a guarantee to kill. That does. I thought he would say so. Look, if you know Shiro like you say you did, you know that's a lie. Ow! What? It's quite sad I died scrap metal, not my body. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Don't be so heartless, give me a moment. Alright. Say it ain't so. Boo! That is a very good chance of just smoking his ass. Two to 5. Let's just have him parry him. Did I win that engagement? Started getting attacked in the wrong direction. I was a little confused. Alright, that's good. Alright, any damage of 3 or greater will kill him. I should be able to make that work. The way the animations react to how they would dodge or blocks is so cool. Yeah, it threw me off for a second. Get him. Execute it. Max damage. Boom! Boom! I'm outside his house. Powerful. Oh no. Get his ass. 1 to 12. Holy shit. Well, someone's gonna kick his ass. Got him. Cheers, bitch. Curtain call for the Brotherhood of Iron. Book of Mo. See, it's not a good idea to keep your brain inside a hunk of scrap metal.
Isn't it still better than a frail human body?
There are plenty of ways to enhance your body without replacing it for another. Heck, there's actually many options. Tattoos, prosthetic limbs, medications, drugs, you name it. It's all possible, as long as you have the cash. Replacing your body with a machine, on the other hand, it's a one-way ticket you can't go back on. Robotic bodies can't resemble human bodies too closely, even if somebody's still having out their flesh. Your life goes down the drain right away.
When does one put their brain in the machine then?
One, when you urgently need a huge amount of money. You can sell off your old body and organs for a good chunk of cash. 2, when you need repetitive work for a long time. I hope mechanical bodies like that aren't bad for that kind of labor. Broken parts can be replaced, and desires can be kept under control, so it has its merits.
Repetitive work for a long time.
But interested in getting a new body?
No, I was just reminded of my past for a moment.
Girl, you good? Okay, so wait, hang on. Am I allowed to do Keter over and over to try to get more unlocked in Keter? Because, like, I noticed that I have the capacity to do more in Keter. And I unlocked something specifically to Keter. Yet right now I'm working in Malkuth. Keter sounds like drugs. It kind of does, actually. Can I do more Keter? I need more Keter. Don't do too much Keter and you'll become Yulcid. But yeah, is it possible to unlock further stuff in Keter? Because it feels like I should. Bring me fresh material! Oh. Oh, I got the YOLO card! That's actually a very good defensive card. Wow. 1 to 12 is such a humongous gamble. Three to 3. So it seems like the machine cards are actually fairly consistent. Like, Chop It Off is extremely consistent. Dried Up has a very low average, and Endure is very defensive. So it seems like most of the defensive cards have a lot of they're very tight. They're either very defensive or they're very control-based, I guess you could say. Like, you have a lot of control over your own system, I guess. But in that case, you won't get too many... You won't ever get a good, like a giant big fuck-off crit. You'll never roll a giant 12 because, you know, you tighten your butt, you tighten your roll. Would you rather roll a 1 to 12, or would you rather roll a 7? Sponge boy, me Bob! I've overdosed on Keter and me heart's beating sporadically, and now I need life support. Also, I whiffed the lair against Luigi. What's time for a little test? Huh. Lowest max value of opponent's next. Ooh, that's gross. That's gross! I like that a lot. Hang on. Oh, man. Emiya, if you're still in chat, you made a fucking mistake. This is the kind of game I fucking agonize over. What in this set do I get rid of? I'm so used. Hang on. Commandeering. I only have one YOLO. I also feel like I'm running low on ones, which is not good. keep messing that up. The controls of this game are a little weird. I keep thinking right click would be to leave, and it's not. I don't feel like Malkuth is strong enough by herself to do this though. Like I feel like we need to just keep using Keto setup. Like why would I use why? Why under any given circumstance would I use Malkuth when Keter has better advantages? Graphical and performance issues notwithstanding, I'm genuinely enjoying Scarlet. No, yeah, like that's honestly from what I've seen of Scarlet, that kind of seems like Scarlet seems like it's pretty cool. If you can get past the very obvious issues with performance. That was stupid. Like, I also can't in good faith. The performance issues are a problem for me. I said something similar today on Twitter. And I'm a genius, so I'm just going to paraphrase myself. Because you all should listen to me, because I'm perfect. Ultimately, what any of Pokemon stuff comes down to, for me, at least, is look at the game as it sits, right now. Performance issues and all, gameplay and everything, take its entire package. Like, take the entire package of the game, gameplay and graphical issues aside. From what you have seen, does the game look worth it? There's plenty of information now. You have plenty of information to base your decision on. If that answer is yes, then go for it. No, yeah, like Texas, like there was nothing wrong with that answer being yes. If you can look past, every game has its flaws and glitches and everything. If the glitches and flaws of the game are not such that you can't look past them and see the game for what you see is behind it, then fine. Like, I personally think Okage Shadow King is awesome, and everyone should play it, and I'm full aware I'm in the minority. I'm full aware I'm in the minority on, that regard. No, yeah, like Zeph, like, you're 100% right. Just if someone enjoys something, that's fine. If someone doesn't enjoy something, that's fine. What I take an issue with, and here is my soapbox. If you want to stand on a pillar and scream to the heavens about how the state Scarvi was released in is absolutely unacceptable, it's dog shit, it's garbage, it's an insult to the audience, and you think Game Freak should be ashamed of themselves for releasing a game in this state, fine. If you think the game's graphical issues and glitches are minute enough that they don't matter too much, and that the game is ultimately fun, all besides, and that the game is still worth the money, fine. What I take an issue with is the people on Twitter who are like, this game is a joke, this game is ass, this game is awful, stupid, and disgusting, and Game Freak should be ashamed of themselves. I'm going to continue to buy Pokemon every single year. Because the only language corporations speak is money. Every time you buy a Pokemon game, that tells Game Freak and the Pokemon Company that you are content with the state the game is in. Whatever the state the game is in, besides. It could be a masterpiece, perfect in every single capacity. It could be a dumpster fire. Buying the game tells the game that you are content with the state it's in. Does that people enjoy or not enjoy shit because everyone says they're different and because people try to invalidate someone for liking it not? Yes. Yes. Def? Yes. 100. Like, that is ultimately it. Like, I have no issue. A lot of people. Exactly. Like, I have been very vocal about my distaste with the direction Pokemon has been taking itself since Sun and Moon. My opinion has not changed. I am full aware that me and Caxus would probably disagree on that fact. That is fine. She does, like, it does not bother her. I have no problem with that, because it does not bother her, and she continues to buy the games because it does not bother her. Caxus is based. When it bothers somebody year after year, and they continue to buy the games, then you are a hypocrite. My dream vacation is on my knees from like Jesus. Look, I don't feel like that has any I don't feel like it pertains to Pokemon. I am Zeph, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Lucario was in this name. Okay, maybe you can explain this to me. Out of all of the male-coded Pokemon, why Lucario? He's fluffy? Ah, okay, furry bait. That makes sense. Alright, that was God of War? Nah, I wouldn't say God of War's furry bait. I don't think God of War is furry bait. Unless you count just, you know... I thought Lucario could be female. No, yeah, like, you can have female furry bait. Lucario leans male. However, you can have female Lucario. I would, like, you can just you can have female furry bait. That exists. God of War is far too human, it's boring. Hatterene, however. See, I don't understand the difference between Hatterene and God of War. Everyone took the bait. Exactly, true. Yo, what the hell is this guy? What the hell? Alright, hang on, I gotta... My whole body's still aching from our last job. That's lasted longer than I thought. Still, yesterday was wild, wasn't it? Yep, the new weapon you got from the workshop was a real killer, that's for sure. full beards count as fluffy? Sometime. I want my men and women fluffy. Look, that's fair. That's fair. Squavai. Giving you more polish on the Pokemon Company, definitely. Yeah.
말도 마.
You don't say.
신나게 날뛰다가
You get way too
터져서
excited with things and
예상보다
spiral out of
20명보다
control.
찢어야 했잖아.
Gotta kill 20 more people than planned, thanks to you.
Maybe wait for a moment. Have you seen the stream? Scarvi has no more catch rates. I mean, I'm sure the catch rates are about the same as they've always been.
우리 쪽에서 실수한 거라 추가 수당을
Male,
받을
female,
수가
also
없고
trans, be
말이야.
trans. I know. Look, I understand why they did that, but it was so cool.
There was a mistake on our part. We could have get paid for the extra kills. Come on, don't be such a killjoy. Coulda went on the biggest rampage in the end. Marcus' muscles are all sore because they had to try so hard to calm you down. Well, I said sorry about it.
그렇게 신경 쓸 필요 없어.
No need to sweat it. I owe you guys
a
few things too.
인정하기 싫지만 이번에는
I
태인 말이
hate to
맞아.
admit it, but Taein has a point.
Goodra makes me feel fear. Oh no. Goodra makes me feel strange. Dude, do not look up Goodra. Just at all. One time I looked up Goodra because I was curious about its stats. I'm scarred for life.
우리 모두 어느 정도 성장을
We should try to cool down
기대해야
our
될
temper a little.
해결사로 일하는 한
It's
필요
stat.
이상으로 일을
It's
벌이는 건 좋지
status.
않으니까.
As long as we're working as fixers, it's not good to raise more trouble than necessary.
살인 조직 출신이었던 우리가
Former members of a killer syndicate now registered to an office doing fixer work.
세상 일이 참 어떻게
Life is
될지
really full of
모르는
surprises, isn't it?
이 사무소도 참 별나.
This office is a weird one too.
우리 같은 애들을 받아주다니.
Can't believe people like us are accepted.
대표가 말했잖아.
Remember what the boss
조직이
said.
넘쳐나듯
So
사무소와
many
해결사들도
officers and fixers
넘쳐나서
these days, so
그만큼
standing out from
더
the others is the
개성이
best way to
있어야
survive.
Tap sip of water. It's so weird that September does that.
복장 규정도
Their outfits are also quite radical to what other offices have.
그래서 우리같이 날뛰는
That's why it's filled with maniacs like us.
가능한 대상을 잔인하게
All we gotta do is kill the targets in the
알고
most
있는
gruesome
곳에
way
가면
possible and
된다니까.
hang their bodies out in the open.
다들 신난 거지.
The one is everyone excited to join. Did you know in terms of Pokemon, Vaporeon is the most puntable? Actively false. Have you seen Igglybuff?
늘 하던 일이었으니까 뭐.
No different from what we've been doing.
처음에는 무슨 사무소에서
At
이런
first, I
일을
thought it
하나
was crazy an
했는데
officer would do this kind of work. That was Alpha. True. He was so disappointed in his community.
상대에게 위협과
That's why
경고를
my-
하는 역할을 해줘야 한다니까.
But I guess
돼.
threatening targets and sending them a warning makes enough
먹히는 것
sense.
같고.
Seems they're working well enough too.
그래도 아직은
Though we've only been getting requests from no-name syndicates and poor folk,
이
this
사무소
office has a long way to go.
하긴 사무소라
Does
하기에는
feel more like a pack of
우리
rats
기색들이
than an
모아놓은 것
operating
같지.
office.
대표한테 호출이 왔어. 새로운
Got a
일이
message from the
있으니
boss.
돌아오라는군.
Did you drop by for new work? And I need syrup and biogrows. Oh, is Sonata putting out?
요즘 사무소는 저런 근본 없는 녀석들까지
Even rascals like these can join offices one day, huh? Nah. Oh, alright. I wasn't sure if, me enlisting Sonata into the crew had borne fruit yet.
아주 그냥 포화 상태야.
All markets of Red Ocean. Everyone wants to be a fixer.
그건 자기 얼굴에 침
That
뱉기가
doesn't count
아니야.
as ranking yourself over the coals because...
Listen, I may not look like it, but I used to be hot stuff, you know? You might sell some coke. Hey, she gives me coke for free.
여러 가지 일이 있어서
But things happened, and I fell to rock bottom.
그래서 너는 무슨
So
일을
what'd you do for a
먹고
living?
난 이것저것 안 거리고
All kinds of stuff. Within my ability.
Is that so?
그러니까
I mean, you
제대로
didn't get
된
to do any
일을
proper
아무데도
work.
하지 못했다는
정말 눈뜨니 새로운
Wow,
공간이네.
we really did teleport in the blink of an eye. Is this one of those singularities?
요즘에는 놀랄 일들이 많네.
Surprises these days.
환영합니다. 손님.
Greetings, dear guest. Hi, there.
뭐야? 굉장히
She's
튼튼한데?
pretty. How much did you spend on that buy?
벌써부터 그렇게 힘을 빼실 필요 없답니다, 손님.
I love the implication that, like, greetings, dear guests. Tauki, instantly, boom, combat. And she's just like, alright. Ignoring the gaping flesh wound you've just torn in my legs. Take it on Mega Grass team, based. And it's Inani that's streaming. Look, I've heard Inani's voice. She is much cuter. Look, I am perfect. But if I could mimic Inani's voice, I would.
곧 전력을 다해 날뛰셔야 할
You'll need
테니까.
to rampage with all you have soon enough.
나긋나긋하게 말하는 거.
I don't like your soft tone.
너
You're
인간
not
아니야?
human, are you?
Inani uses the voice changes to be like,
Shush!
어라? 표정 변했어.
Oh, look at her
정말
face
아닌 것
now.
같은데?
Guess that's it, isn't it?
또 놀랍군. 도시에서 인간 이외의
He's been on
지성을
actually
가진
one
것을
stream.
만나는 건 정말
one
드문
stream that I'm not even sure is still archived. Your confidence is contagious. You're very fun to listen to. I try. I find it is very useful to just. It's useful both IRL and on a stream to just act like you are God's gift to the world. Like, obviously you don't believe it, but, you know.
Yet another surprise. It's rare to meet a sapient being as inhuman in this city.
그러게 말이야.
I know, right?
정말
Might get a ton of cash out of this.
당신의 책을
May you
찾으실 수
find
있게.
your book in this place. There's 2 acts in this one.
The issue with that fact is they actually look pretty solid. Text or otherwise. Inani is very good. I like Inani. I think she's a legend. She might be. I'll go see Inani, bud. Do I try to use Malk? Well, I guess nobody levels up, so like. Well, I guess everyone's kind of garbage, but like, I mean, I guess Malkuth just does it whatever, like the same as what, Roland. They even have the same affinities because we gave them the same things, so like. Keto just means I also get to bring, Train along. I don't see any point to, running Malkuth. I don't know, maybe I'm just playing the game wrong. Ow. Stagger! Alright. Good roll. I get first dibs. Fine. I overexpended. No, you're fine. I'm almost done. After this fight, I'm done. I'm not staying up too long. If you need a dip, then please dip. I am not holding anyone here against their will. Much as I would like to. I would hold you all here and claim your souls if I was able. Also, I just annihilated them. Please hold. Look, I don't think... Did you hear what I said? Love. So it lets me build multiple teams, it looks like. Hold the fuck up. It's me. I'm the fuck up. One haste next scene. What if we grossly overcommit? Ow. Dead. Got it. Okay. Oh, wow. That was a rapid increase to level 2. Ow. 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 Block. Block. Got him. Just cut the friend. No, I get it. Alright, that's not good. But it does mean they're staggered for a good little bit. Were you attacking? Oh, have I not rolled for initiative? What? Did I fuck up again? Damn it. Nine health. There's a 50-50 chance on that roll. It was a miss, and boy, calm down! You calm the fuck down! I parried his ass. They're going after him, but I get to attack you first. So I get to say what happens. Isn't it a shame that I just have command over the combat right now? Should have been faster. That was actually difficult. I might need to either grind or burn some books. That was oh, good books.
이번에도 잘해줬어.
You work as always. You can learn more about the offices thanks to these guests.
피할 수 있을
Yeah, no, they were pissed. Don't get too bothered what I said about you, alright?
지금 위로하는
Are you
거야?
trying to console me?
위로라고 해야 하나.
Maybe, maybe not.
네가 인간이든 아니든
I
난
don't
별로
really
신경 안
care
써.
if you're human.
신선하네.
That's
그런
refreshing to
위로를
hear.
들은 건꽤
Incredible
오래전이네.
that I've heard words of comfort from even one person too.
뭐
Well, we're in the age of
지금은
humanity,
인간의 시대.
after all.
인간의 시대?
Age of humanity.
정확히 어떤 뜻이지?
What does that mean exactly?
그렇게
Don't
쏘아봐도
stare at me
말이지.
too hard now. I
나도 빠삭하게 하는
don't know
것은
details
아니야.
either.
인간도 아니면서
At some point, intelligent or sapient beings that weren't human were actively driven out of the city into the outskirts.
정확한 이유는
I'm
모르겠지만
not too sure why it took place, but the artificial intelligence ethics amendment was introduced as part of that movement. It was all possible to create machines. It was already possible to create machines capable of feeling emotions and desires. Actually, those that are pretty much human, in other words. I guess that was the problem. Thanks to the AI ethics amendment, no machines could ever be made to resemble humans, including replacement bodies. Though there seems to have been a few exceptions.
저들 말처럼
It's
난
as they said.
인간이
I'm no
만들어진
human.
기계야.
I'm a machine, an artificial being.
정확히는 내
To
설계의
be precise, I was
원본을
designed using a human as a
원본
template.
뇌의 일부를
Only a
사용해서
fraction of her
만든
brain
기계지.
was used in my creation.
의체도 아니야.
So it's not even a human brain resting in a robotic body?
의체 같은 것도 아닌
Not
순수한
at all.
기계야.
I'm purely a machine.
뇌를 사용했다며.
What about that fraction of a human brain you mentioned?
원본 뇌의 전자 설계 복사.
It was only an electronic copy of the map of her brain.
내 몸은 순수한 기계야.
My body is entirely composed of mechanical components.
왠지 그럴 것 같긴 했어.
I had a feeling.
그리고 세상 물정 잘 모르는
And
거
it looks like you've been
보니까
living under a rock your whole
차
life.
산것 같고.
Seeing how you're oblivious to the whole world. Jeez, but where's the caution sign? Do not fist robot girls.
그렇다면 조심 좀 해야 해.
Gotta be extra careful, man.
언젠가
Especially if you're planning to leave someday.
넌 인간의 모습에
Sapient android with emotions and desires.
상태인 거로 봐서
Your existence is most likely a complete violation of the AI ethics amendment.
머리에서 그런 건
It's scarily good at spotting anomalies like you.
아,
Right.
머리는
In case you don't know, the head is basically a bunch of shady creeps that rule over the entire city.
아마 만날 일은 전혀 없겠지.
That we probably won't ever get to face them.
아무튼
Anyway, we're facing them. We're facing them. That's happening. This whole library is at a huge risk in the first place.
여기에 있는 사서들
Librarians over here also seem like they're humans, but not really human at the same
네
time.
말대로야.
It's just as you say.
감정을 느낄 수 있도록
I was designed to feel emotions, and I spent what felt like an eternity on a stage,
끝나지 않을 것 같이
repeatedly performing a
반복하는
play
무대
that never
모습을
seemed to
보았어.
end.
심지어 끝난 줄 알았지.
Oh, so she got Mega Man
끝난
X.
것도 아니었고 말이야.
야, 널
I gotta
살리고
say,
만든 놈들도
Whoever you
대단하다.
must have created must have been really something else. Whoever created you must have been something else too.
이유는 몰라도
I don't know what motivated them, but breaking the rules designated by the head itself takes more than guts.
결국
No one can escape the head's enforcement.
네 말대로 다 죽었지.
They did all eventually die,
그래도
but the
도서관은
library will
안전해.
be safe.
안전할
has to be
수밖에 없는 곳이 들어오는 것도
It's like a bird cage,
자유롭지
No one is free to
못한
enter.
세상 같은.
and no one is free to leave.
또
Again, with that dreamy speech you despise so much. What do you mean by that?
언젠가 이곳을
I'll leave this
나가서
place one day,
날 이 꼴로 만든
take
모든
revenge on
것을
all things that made me
회복하지.
what I am, and earn true freedom.
아무튼 난 별로
I
신경 안
don't
써.
care much either way.
그건 그거고
That's that,
이건
and this is
이거니까.
this.
어디 보자. 이 친구는
Let's see.
2층의 지정사서.
This guy, Yesod from 4-2, Patron Library of Technological Sciences.
안녕, 난 롤랑이야.
Hey there, name's Roland. Angela Servant.
기술과학의
I'm Yesod,
지정사서
Patron Librarian of the Floor of Technological Sciences.
엔젤라와는 다른
Is it just me, or is this a cold, piercing stare I'm sensing? Feels different from Angela's, gotta say. What? Don't.
너도 듣기
Are you one of those
싫으면
types that
큰
resorts to
걸로
violence
해결하는
when
타입이야?
someone talks crap?
넥타이가 풀어졌군요.
Your necktie was loose.
고마워.
Oh,
상냥한 친구였구만.
thanks. Yes, you're a nice fellow after all.
엔젤라를 순순히 도와주는 이유가
Tell me.
무엇입니까?
Why do you comply with Angela's orders so meekly?
나야 뭐 도와주는 건
Well,
말고
mostly because I have no choice but to help her.
말쿠트도 그렇고.
Now that I
너도
think about it,
앤젤라가 마음에
Malkuth
들지 않는
doesn't
거야?
seem too fond of Angela either. Is it a trend to dislike her or something?
당연하지 않습니까?
It's obvious we wanted to prove her.
엔젤라는
Angela
우리의 소원을 마지막에
gently
무참히
crushed our
짓밟았습니다.
hopes at the very last moment.
복잡한 이야기인
Sounds
것 같구나.
complicated.
그럼 넌 왜 사서
Why are you working for her as a librarian then?
그런 거래였습니다.
Part of the deal.
거래라고.
Deal, huh?
도서관 해층이 잠겨.
I guess that deal is why most of the floors of the library are locked off when librarians are asleep.
복잡한 이야기인
I am
질색인데.
not a fan of convoluted
그것도
stories,
감정적인 문제라면.
which involves sentimental stuff.
어쨌든 너나 나나.
Anyway, both you and I are
앤젤라를
obligated to
도와주는
help with Angela now, aren't we?
그렇습니다.
That is true.
거잖아. 그럼 앞으로
Give it a
잘
best
부탁해.
shot then. Put her there.
뭡니까?
What is the meaning of this?
악수 몰라?
A
의미
handshake.
악수.
Duh. Never tried it before? You know, the I look forward to working with you kind?
이왕 이렇게 된 거 인상.
Come on, lighten up a little.
자고.
Can't avoid it, we might as well enjoy it.
말쿠트처럼 너에게도
Supposed to get you books I'm supposed to get you books like I do with Malkuth, right?
그렇습니다. 저는
Indeed.
그중에서도 도시의 기술과
My
관련된
role is to
책을
collect
분류한
and sort books about the technological sciences of the city, specifically.
당신이 할
Since
일과
it's
제가
become
하는
clear
건데
that we're both well
이
aware
집에서
of our
돌아가시죠.
occupations, kindly take your leave now.
예.
Fine, fine, I was about to anyway. I like him. I like Yesod a lot. Yesod is a shit. I like him. Yesod is like, I am paid nothing enough to care about you right now. Alright. Well, thank you very much for coming, everybody. This was a fun game. I might continue streaming it. Definitely feels like a Saturday game, so I definitely feel like it was a good idea to stream it on a Saturday. If y'all would be interested in seeing this as a Saturday game, I would not be opposed. I've been looking to find a good Saturday game. We're not calling them Sunday games. But yeah, no, I like having a main game and I like having like a side game. So I think if y'all like this as a side game, I definitely think it feels like a good side game. I'm enjoying this. And if everyone tells me, no, this sucks, you suck, stop it, stop talking, then maybe I'll just play it on my own. How about that? Maybe I'll just save it all for myself and you guys will miss out on all the cute girls and everything. There's already cute girls in suits. You guys are gonna miss out. Let me know. I'll keep it to myself. I'll do it. See you guys. Love you.